Hello everyone, this is Valkyrie StitchNButton. Today is February 22nd. Okay, so maybe it's the 23rd because it's after midnight, but I got a late start on trying to get this video done. I actually forgot until later on tonight, but I'm getting it out there. You'll see it probably about the same time you normally would anyway, because I'll just pop it up there when I'm done. Hopefully this won't take too long. I do have some stitching done. I don't have any finishes. I have a couple new starts, and I have some stitchy kindness. I did get I did get the address for the last person from my last giveaway, and I'm gonna have another giveaway towards the end of this video. I dug out some more charts to give away. So let's get into it. I had asked if anybody had any PR 166. It's a Silks for You silk. I haven't received any responses, so I figure I put it out there because I put it at the very end of the video. Somebody could have missed it, so I figure I'd start out with it. I have a friend that needs like 3 or 4 lengths of it. She's got like 300 stitches left in a project. She's doing it in PR 166. It's a bright pink. You can look at the last video that I did at the very end. I did put a picture in of it. I don't think I have the picture now. If I do, I'll put it in. You'll see it. So, I also realized that I really suck at my StitchNButton email, and I'm trying to do better. I actually checked it like 3 or 4 times in the past couple weeks, so that's a good thing, right? Because I had some emails in there from December. Yeah, that I didn't realize were there. So it happens. What else? I have 2 shout outs to do because I did try to catch up with some Flosstube over the past couple of weeks. I didn't get too far into it. I caught up on a couple that I normally watch, and then there were a couple there's 2 newer people. 2 newer channels, I should say, because there's 3 people total in it. One of them is Akio Whip. That is Erica and Kevin. I met Erica in person at Stitch West, not this past year, the year before when I went, and they are called Akio Whip. When I last watched them, they had 3 videos. Oh, I don't know if I finished that 3rd video. Okay, I can't remember. But I enjoy them. They're fun. Go check them out. Then the other one is actually tied into a giveaway winner. Her name is Sophia. Her channel name escapes me right now because I did not write it down. I think it's Mini Game Stitcher. Let me look it up real quick while I'm talking about her. Anyway, she won a giveaway. It was a sampler, and it had some specialty stitches in it. And she is living in Norway, but she's actually from Sweden. She's got 2 videos. She did one about a year ago, and she did a whole whip parade. And then she didn't do any after that. Well, then she decided she was going to do it again. So she did another whip parade, a little bit more comprehensive whip parade from what I watched. And she's got a lot of big ones in there. She likes the full coverage. So Sophia is her name. Anyway, she won a giveaway from me. It was, I don't know if the fabric was in there, but I do know that it might have been fully kitted, but I know that the threads were in there. And it was an older sampler. And she sent me a picture. So I'm going to insert the picture because she finished it. And it looks great. So I'm going to insert the picture here of her finish from the chart and threads that I had sent her. I know it was at least the chart and the threads. I just don't know. Yeah, it's Mini Game Stitcher, and I'll put her below. I'm going to double check. I don't know that. Yeah, she's just got the 2 videos up there. That's it. She's very cute. Very cute. She's got a lot of cute designs going on there. So check her out. Obviously, both of them are under 1,000 subs. So if you like them, go ahead and give them a like and a subscribe. Same here if you're coming in. Hi, here I am. I don't usually say that. I know a lot of people are really good about saying that, and I forget. I just get into it and do my thing. But I do appreciate all my subscribers. I love comments. Yeah, sometimes I don't have anything of value to say. Is that weird to say that? But I don't. So I don't always verbally say something, but I'll put a heart on. I read it, and if I really do have something to say, then I'll say it. Or I've been good for messaging the people on the side because I know them from either Facebook or Instagram or something like that. But I do answer any questions out there, so there's that. Uh, what else? I think that was it on my notes that I have here. So let's get into it. I did some stitching. I don't feel like I did a ton of stitching like I did before because it slowed down over the past few days. I have been doing bags. So I cut out bags one day. The next day I did all the fleece and vinyl, and then it took me about 2.5 days to do all the ironing. I finally got all that done and took out my sewing machine, and I thought I was going to get right into sewing today, and that didn't happen. I ended up doing some other things. It happens. These things happen. But I want to get into sewing tomorrow because I have some stuff that needs to get done and get out of here. So we'll do that. I don't know why I've got itchy everything, the Flosstube itchy everything. So I have 2 new starts, but I'm going to go into, because it's on top, the first one that I've been working on was started last month. And it's just what I've been working on the past couple of days when I've been doing like 100 stitches here and there. And it is part of the hashtag Teeny Weeny Bikini sale from 614 Stitcher, and I started this one. It is The Doctor Is In. Obviously, that's Doctor Who reference. And so I've been stitching boobies. And it is being stitched on Blue Mystery Opalescent 32 count Lugana from Silk Weaver. It was one of their fat eighths. And here is where I am with it. So basically, I filled in the boobies and finished up the dark blue and all the light blue in there, and then did the line across and started the bottom half. What do I want to say? Oh, there's a mistake, but I did it on both sides because they're not natural because they're symmetrical, but apparently I missed doing one extra row here, and but I did the same thing over here, so it matches. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. There are beads to go up here. It's not actually stitching if you look here. It's red and blue beads. So I have those. I don't know that I have these specific ones it calls for, but I've got the colors. I've got plenty of seed beads to put in. This needle minder is available on my group. So that's how far I've gotten on there. I'd like to just get it finished. It doesn't have that much more to do. Although this is, I don't even know how many stitches it is, but just what I filled in was a couple hundred, like three or 400 stitches. So that's kind of a lot of stitching for a little area. I just want to get it done. One of the smalls that I started, just get it out of the way, right? Because I have a lot of big ones to work on too. So all my goals for February, because I had wanted to work on 5 different things, and I met all those. Plus, I also finished my section of Guardians of Notre Dame. Plus, I pulled out poor neglected Maurice and worked on him because I wanted to start doing it like a thread a day on him. Again, not specifically a thread a day, pretty much a thread for every day. So I am caught up into I did the first half of January so far. But let's go into what I started. This one, I was supposed to start on the 20th, but we started on the 19th. It's for Vicky, reading and stitching. Her birthday. She had 3 that she wanted to do for their birthdays already on that day, on the 20th. So we just did it a day early on a Sunday night. We did our start. It is Enchanted Mermaid, and I am stitching her using the called for DMC, and I did a last minute adjustment as far as the fabric. When I looked at the fabric that I pulled out, it was a light blue cloudy color, and I thought it might blend a little bit too much, so I went digging and I found this one. It's perfect. It's called Grim Grinning Ghosts. It's a 32 count even weave. I think it's a Lugana from Live and Die LA. That's pretty good as far as the coloring goes. Yeah, like that. And I started in the bottom center just because the center portion is at a page break, and you know how much I love a page break. So this is how far I ended up getting. I am missing 3 of the 4 chronics it's called for, and so that's all in here. There's a whole bunch of chronic in there. Oh well, I ordered it from Sammy J at Tiny Hummingbird Stitchery, and that's 320 stitches, so it's not too bad. It's just a lot more to go. Tons more to go on that one. But it's a start. Got it started. I do want to start Minerva. That's the next one. That one was a gift from J Long. This Enchanted Mermaid was a gift from Belinda, Aussie Stitcher. So is this one. This is November Topaz Fairy. This one I started right before, like a couple days before I started Enchanted Mermaid. I am using the called for colors. I do have an order in. I think I'm missing. Okay, so they didn't. Okay, here's a little story to go in with this one. So this video is going to be a little bit longer. Okay, so I pulled fabric for it, which I'm using Butterfly Tea. It was a monthly fabric that I received from Grace Notes. It's on 28 count Lugana Butterfly Tea, using the called for DMC. Now, when this was gifted to me, it was gifted to me via 123 Stitch from Belinda, and she just clicked the, you know, buy all the things and send it thing. Well, I ended up getting packs that they've got that you need 9 packs of one of the treasures and 14 packs of the other treasures. Treasures are expensive. If you haven't shopped for a memorabilia, a pack of treasures can cost $4 a piece. So I received 4 packs of the one treasure that I needed 9 of, right? Well, it says that I needed 9 of, but when I looked, it's these flowers, and there's 2 flowers in a pack, and when I looked at the chart, it looks like I only needed 8 or 9 flowers total, which is crazy. So I double checked, I opened up the chart and everything. I only need 9 flowers, which would equal 5 packs. Here they are. They're these. Oh, of course, these things don't want to be. Okay. So that's them. They're a Jonquil, I think, is the color, or champagne. So I received the 4, and I was like, you know what? I don't need the other one. I can deal without it. And then I got another package in the mail a few days later, and it had the other 5 packs in there, but I didn't need all of them. So I emailed 123 Stitch, and I let them know, hey, a friend of mine bought this for me. You had me down for you know, there's for the 9 packs. You sent me the other 5, and I don't need them. I said, and I directed them to the corrections page on Mirabilia, and it does say you only need 5 packs. You don't need 9 of these. You need 9 pieces, not packs. So they were very nice, and I said I also wanted to make sure that they didn't back order the 14 packs of the beads, now the other crystals that were ordered, and they made sure that they didn't have that for me, because I didn't want them to send it, and I'll tell you in a minute why. So they actually refunded Belinda for the extra 5 packs, no, extra 4 packs, and since I had them, and I asked her, I said, do you want me to send them back? And she said, no, you don't have to. And I was like, nah, it's not a big deal. So it, you know, for $4, I just shipped them back to them, because they're a business and they need to make money too. That being said, I also made sure that they didn't send me the crystals. Now, the crystals that you need 14 packs of are about 3mm bicone crystals in Jonquil is the color you need, which is equal to pretty much a champagne. It's a yellow. I can get those. If I don't already have them in stock, in my stash already, I can get them. And you get 3 to a pack for $4, which is a total ripoff. So I ordered them online. I got 3 different colors just in case, so I can decide later. I bought yellow, I bought champagne, and then I bought a regular Aurora Borealis color, a white one, just in case. And I'll figure out what I want to do later. It's not a big deal. But I was able to get those 3 packs for less than what it costs for a whole. It would cost me like $4 for the 3 pack, and it's 135 pieces each. So use your noodle, guys. I know there's a lot of people that just want the bead pack, and that's what they do, and that's fine, because I'm sure the stores appreciate it. But if you're on a tight budget, look around. See if Amazon doesn't have the crystals for you. Just look up. You can look on Mill Hill to see what they are, what size they are, and stuff like that. I just happen to deal a lot with beads and crystals and stuff like that, so I know where to get them. I know what size or what approximate, what I can substitute it for, is what I'm saying. So that's what I did. Short story long, right? Anyway, I ended up getting in 400 stitches on her, so that's a good start. This does have a green undertone, which actually is coming through instead of looking blue this time. So that's how far I got. That's all in her dress. That's that ring, that garland of flowers. And that needle minder is available on my group. I put the TARDIS because I'm a big Doctor Who fan, so is Belinda. So that's both of us right there. Alright. Let me put this over here. So, I also pulled out a full coverage, Waterhole Guardians, because hashtag it's Jemima's fault. Waterhole Guardians is artwork by Jan Patrick Krasny. It's a Heaven Earth design, and that's what it looks like. I started in the bottom left-hand corner. I am doing this on 25 count. This is the first time I'm actually doing a full coverage, 25 count, 2 over 1 tent stitch, and I'm really liking it. I ended up doing 806 tent stitches, and I just need a little bit more to get that meerkat totally done. So I have a meerkat butt. So I did a lot of fill-in. I did what I think Colette Highway Stitcher, I think she calls it the typewriter method, which she got from somebody else, and basically I just took a hole that was there, picked that color, and worked out. And picked the next color, and then worked out until, you know, I used up as much of the length as I could, and that's where it got me. It ended up me filling in a lot of little bits here and there, and there's actually purple in there, which I thought was odd, but you can't even really tell. So the purple's like right there, but from here, I guess, trust the process. But it's looking good. And it's not that 09, it's not that mix-up. Oh, and this needle minder I did get from Live and Die LA, Valerie. I don't know if she's got them on her group still or on her website, but you can always ask. I have Les Mis from her. I also have Wizard of Oz. It's over there, the playbills. Les Mis is that one. Wicked is the other one I have. She had a sale on them, and I swiped some up. Alright, let me get a little organized here. I forgot to put this in here. Oh my goodness. Hot mess, guys. Hot mess express right here. Alright, so now I worked on another project that I haven't worked on in a while, because every time I always have to frog. Like, I have to keep my frogger close by, and that is on Henna Mandela. It's by Ink Circles. I started this with my BFF, Gina, and we are both doing it with this Silks for You PR067. Different fabrics, though. She had to restart hers, so she's had some issues with it, too. But we still love it, so we're stitching it. My fabric is 32 count Georgia Peach Cobbler by Dixie Sampler. I've had it for years. She had a whole bunch of fabrics at a Prince Stitcher Society retreat, which they don't do those retreats anymore. Anyway, I ended up putting in 320 stitches, and I frogged out probably about 50 or so because, again, I had to go on a frog fest every time. So instead of being over here, I decided let's get the top done and work our way down, right? So I came over here, I ended up having to fix this, and then I did more, and then I had to fix this. But it's correct now. It's just, it gives me fits every time. I really like the way it looks. I chose this fabric because it reminds me of a tan skin, which henna is usually on Indian natives. They're from India or Pakistani, or it's, anyway. So, they have tanner skin. Now, it could obviously be darker too, but this was close enough, and I really like the way it looks. And that thread just really reminds me of the henna colors. I think I still have some more Negans available in my group. I also have Daryl now too, and Rip from Yellowstone. Alright, so that's how far I've gotten on that one. And I hadn't stitched on it in a while, so it needed some love. It probably needs a lot more too, but it's that love-hate relationship, right? Now, I also, as I said, I finished what I'm calling my February, although it's the March section, this part on Guardians of Notre Dame from Ingleside Imaginarium. This is still available. She has the whole thing as a one-time purchase now instead of the sale. This is being stitched on 32 count Victoria Moda sampler linen in the colorway Shadow, and I ended up doing over 1,000 stitches. It looks like it's about 1,300 stitches to finish it, and this is what it's looking like. I'm happy with it. It's an easy stitch, and I'm really enjoying the stitch, so I sort of like, you know, doing a section and really getting into it and getting it done and wanting to do the next section, but having that little break in between. So the next one will be down there. That is still available in my group. I did run out of the ones of just him, but I still have these ones available if you're interested. I might order them again. I have to order some stuff, so I might be able to get them again. I'm not sure. Alright. Last one I worked on is my moose. This is Maurice. Poor neglected Maurice the moose. This is a Panic kit. It came with Ada. I swapped out the Ada for 32 count Murky from Picture This Plus. I'm using the kit threads though. I will not be using the kit beads. I'm not happy about the beads. I don't like the way they look. And I ended up putting in 419 stitches on them. So because I decided not to do a section a month. I don't need to be in this section right now. So I decided let's palette cleanse on him. And I decided to move over here into his face and I gave him some eyeballs and a nose. So I've worked on this in here. And that line, that random line there, because I was finishing a thread. But I'm happy with that. I think he looks great. And that needle minder is available still on my group. Alright. So that's my stitching. What I have next is giveaway and Stitchy Kindness. And I have a new item, which I will show you real quick, in my Facebook group. I came up with it the other day. I made some. And these are, I forget the size now. Let's see. Coffee, anybody? These are about 8 inches wide by about 4.5 inches tall. And it says Stitchy Tool Sack. So those are available in the group. Alright, Stitchy Kindness. I got this Valentine in the mail from my friend Lisa, Silver Stitcher. I thought this was so cute. I need to make it into, I think I could just put a couple holes in it, can't I? And make it into a thread drop. I could put multiple holes and make it like a little project thread holder. And let's do the giveaway real quick, and then I'll show you my great package that I got in the mail. This first giveaway is the rose in the morning. Okay, so apparently these might be from things that were sent to me, stuff I pulled out of my own stash that I don't want anymore, and or stuff that was on the free table from one of the retreats. I have a whole bunch of that stuff I have a whole bunch of that stuff in a box that I just keep on pulling out of. So this bag is beat up. It looks like the chart is fine. And it says, the rose by morning opens... Oh my goodness, let's put on some glasses because hashtag I'm old. The rose in morning opens its bloom, scenting the garden with sweet perfume. And that's what it looks like. If you are interested in this pattern, just make a comment with the word rose. And then I figure baseball season's coming up, isn't it? Are they in spring training yet? Almost. So I came across this one. This one is a Country Cottage Kids. It's from Country Cottage Needleworks, and it's called Little League. And that's what it looks like. So if you have a kid named Sean, I guess that would be great. I'm assuming that they give you, they give you a full alphabet so you can put your kid's name in also. Unless your kid's named Sean, then that would be perfect. Anyway, if you're interested in getting that one, just go ahead and comment baseball. The next one is definitely one that I pulled out of my stash. It's from Leisure Arts. It is a Teresa Wentzler, one of the rocking horses, Regal rocking horses. This one happens to be, I think it's Sweetheart. And it came from, just in case you're wondering where it came, what month it came from, you're going to keep on wondering, apparently, because they don't say in this Leisure Hearts. It was May, June, July, April, May, March. I guess it was a March some year. And they did a series of 4 of them. It was a 4-part series. Sorry about that. Anyway, that's Sweetheart. I thought I might stitch it, but I'm over it. I'm just going to send it to somebody that would rather stitch it even more than I would. And if you're interested in that, just comment with horse and know that it's going to go into a regular business envelope. And then the last one I pulled out is, I think it's from the freebie table stuff that I got from the retreat. And it is called a sampler, and it's from the Sampler House. There you go. It calls for DMCs if you're interested in knowing. So you don't have to get any specialty threads unless you want to. And these flowers right here, these two, those are all French knots in this picture, but it is charted just as a regular. I mean, you could just stitch them. So there's some specialty threads in there, stitches in there, but it looks like you have the option of just putting X's if you want to. And I will double check because it has like number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the chart back here. I will let you know. They have buttonhole bars. Algerian eye stitch. A rice stitch. Tent stitch. And apparently there's a little thing about stitch history in here. And laundering instructions. So it's fully instructional. So, I mean, it's a good chance to be able to do some new stitches if you wanted to. Or just put X's if you want to do that. So if you're interested in that, just put sampler in as a comment. I will be working on Teeny Weeny tonight before I go to sleep, because, you know, I'm up half the night, or all night. But, I don't know what I'm going to work on after that. I know I want to start, Minerva, which was a gift from Jaylong. So I want to start that. Speaking of Jaylong, she sent me this bag, because she knows how much I hate spiders. Anyway, I'm going to put a button, a snap there, instead of having to tie the bow, because I'm lazy and I don't feel like tying a bow every time. So there's spider webs in here. And I'll be able to use this bag then too. So first of all, anybody else hear Miley Cyrus saying I came in like a wrecking ball? Because that's the first thing I thought of when I saw this, and I love it. It made me laugh. So that was in there. And then I've got these hedgehog socks. Valentine hedgehog socks. She also sent me this little satin hands thing from Mary Kay. My hands do look old. By the way, that's another Color Street. I won this set because if you're in Jen Upton's VIP, the name's down in the description. It's a Facebook group. If you're in there and you do a nail fee, she does a drawing for everybody. It does one every month, and you can win a free set. And I got this one in the mail. I was like, I'm putting this on right now. So, well, not right now because it was a few days later. But so I just got this in the mail, and I thought it was great. So that's what I ended up doing yesterday, as a matter of fact. But maybe this will make me look not 700 years old. Also, she sent me a pen with frogs on it. I should keep this pen with Henna Mandala, apparently. And I think there was one other thing in there that's not here anymore, and I can't remember what it was. She sent me a bag of gummy bears and free-range chicken poop lip junk. Yes. Put it on your lips, it says, and it also says it contains no poop. It's a product of KansasILoveChickenPoop.com. So she tried to send me poop. Nice. And she had acquired some kits and asked if I wanted any, and I think this is cute. So I'm going to stitch them. And then she had these other Winnie the Pooh things. Now, I am not going to put them on a jacket. Sorry. I know you would have been thrilled to see this on a denim shirt with a t-shirt underneath the open button-down denim shirt, but that's not going to happen. Okay? It's all beads. And what I'd like to do is put it on some perforated paper as like little ornaments or magnets or something. I think they're cute. Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, and Tigger 2, and Eeyore. And then she also sent me this one that she had. She wasn't going to stitch. It's a 2001 Collector's Heart. And it says, look for the good. And it's got the fabric for both of these and the beads that are needed. I don't think it's got the threads, which is fine because I've got a gaggle of threads, trust me. But I didn't look to see. That's why I'm looking now. No, I don't see the threads. So I don't need them. I have tons. But I thought this was really cute. And she sent that to me too. Thank you, Jaylong. That's it. That's all I got. So, your guess is as good as mine as to what I'm going to stitch on after I'm fed up with Teeny Weeny or I finish it. There's going to be one of those two things happening. I do want to finish another one for next month, so I'm thinking Stormtrooper, because he's my closest to a finish. So I think for March, that's going to be on there. And there's a couple other things in the works for next month. But for right now, I'm just sort of going by the seat of my pants because I have some time before next month for my next month's goals. So I'm sort of just working here and there on whatever I want. That stitch with, if I finish my goals in the beginning of the month, then the rest of the month is pretty much that sweet that stitch what you want when you want, which is good for me. All right, I hope everyone is doing well. We're fine here. You know, We're fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Feeling better. Frank's feeling better. So all is good, right? Nobody's in the hospital. Cross your fingers. Things are going well. I hope you're doing well. I hope the weather doesn't have you too knackered. I know it's been pretty bad. Off and on with the snow and everything. So I hope everybody's hanging in there. And I'm gonna head out, clean this up, and get some stitches done on some boobies. Don't forget, don't let anyone steal your sunshine.